Specifically began to state, that is March the 15th, 2024, I specifically began to state it will be through mass crashes of airliners, mass sinking of ships. It will be through amusement park rides that are going to go crazy. It will be through freak accidents, okay? People will trip and you will think they're just falling to the ground and they're going to break every bone in their body from falling just down 2 steps, including their neck bone, either getting paralyzed or dying. So that video is quite long. It's at least an hour and a half long, and it does nothing but detail scenarios of how God was showing me people are going to leave this earth. He says you're about to enter an escalation, a rapid uptick of what you have been seeing and experiencing so far. The roulette wheel of life went round a few times, Yah said. Then people died. People died in fires. People died in boating accidents. People died in home accidents. People died from strokes and heart attacks and all different things. And God says it's about to go faster and faster and faster and faster. And Pan Am dropping into the sea is going to mark the time period from which high is going to go into crazy when it comes to deaths. And God says, because the herald is coming. Again, rapture people, I'm looking at you. Those of you who are sitting and talking about September, does anybody have a word from the September 22 to 25? Yeah, the word is how many times can you get scammed before you're going to grow up? How many times are you going to be told that every year September, Jewish festival, is the time that you soon we fly? How many times do you have to stay on earth and the liar you are listening to deletes the fake video before you finally realize that it's a scam? How many times are you going to need sympathy? How many times are you going to enter into empty arguments that are fueled by nothing? Then your desperate desire not to have to grow up and put oil in your tanker and be tested by God. Did you really think you were going to go to heaven without being tested to see if you're a true Christian? Is that what you thought? With the prejudices that are deep inside you, Peggy Ann Sue? Is that what you thought? You of the we was Kang's racist mentality, black person. Is that what you thought? That you were just going to double backflip, catapult into heaven, untested? That heaven was going to take a yeasty person like you pretending to be a Christian? Is that what you thought? There's nothing like that. We are going to be pressed, and a thin stream of dirty, pure, or compromised olive oil is going to come right out of our belly button, and Jesus is going to go, so that's what you are. And you yourself watching the stream, you don't know what's in you until you are pressed. It is when you are tried, Apostle Peter was saying, that your faith will become perfected as fine gold. A lot of people walk around claiming that they have goldy faith. Let's go to the forest and you start to detox on Starbucks and missing your labubu and crying with that rain dropping on your head. Then we will find out if you're a true Christian or not. We will learn what you thought of the scripture that said, endure hardship as a good soldier of Christ. In the forest, in the hills, like I said, with the US government swarming down upon the rural communities and everybody has gone to hide in the layers of the roof. And these guys are looking for everybody, kicking over all the flour, kicking over all the oil, kicking over all the food, breaking all the eggs, killing all the chickens because they're angry that they weren't able to scoop anybody up and take them back into the city to serve the beast. Messing up all the farmhouses, then they finally drive away after a full day of rampaging and destroying people's homes. Then we come out of the forest, we come out of the bushes, then we go back to our homes to find months of stored food destroyed. Why? Because they're psychopaths employed by Barack Obama. Who is this herald that God is talking about? For those of you who are new, his groupie black people, because you are the ones suffering from the delulu. Don't talk about the Obamas that way. God is talking about them that way because God is trying to get the crack of liking black out of your mouth and save your life before this man lays a hold of you and your children by holding an international festival just for black people, and you all come from every part of the country, and then he lights you up with flamethrower guns, and the rest of us will be watching you on our little secret TikTok like shame, we told them, but they couldn't stay away from him because he's black like them, so he couldn't possibly be bad. There can't possibly be any evil black people, right, black people? Once it's black, you have to support it. It must be good. It must be good. You've learned that the Lord is burnt brass, so he's brown, so all brown people are good, right? There are no evil ones in our midst. No evildoers, and especially not the powerful ones, not the celebrities, not the politicians. Orphan spirits. You've had nothing all your life. And so every single radioactive head of corn that rises in our midst and attains power, you must worship it because you're used to having nothing. So the few that rise, they're worthy of your praise no matter how many times God tells you that they will be your undoing and your doom. But let me not get ahead of myself. The herald is coming. And because the herald is coming, the time of olive oil press, a crushing boot inside the system until all the olives are in you. You got a full press of olives, God is with you. If you've managed to store up a full press of olives and you only have 1 or 2 or 3 faults in there, when they press you, there'll just be a really thin line of black, but as he continues to press you, you'll see that pure thing coming out, pure green. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Some people, they've only got 2 olives in there, just 2, because they were going on Delta Flight Air Rapture. Where are you going with 2 olives? Where are you going with 2 olives in your tank? It's not for the church. We're not appointed unto wrath. You're appointed to Barack Obama. You have an appointment with that psychopath. He is even now rising in the shadows. I've seen that man in my dreams. I have seen him, no eyeballs, approaching at speed as if he was moving on wheels.